Well, over at Pickerel Lake in Albert Lea, some amateur radio operators were having what they call a field day, which is a chance to hone their communication skills in the event of an emergency. J.C. Scrutchfield explained the purpose of the event.
And this is a test to set up our emergency equipment and run it, make contacts, and it's just a once-a-year drill.
The emergency field day test will continue through the night and will conclude tomorrow. Ham radio operators hope to talk to as many radio operators as they can during the 24-hour span. Well, folks in St. Ansgar were also
Amateur radio fans from across the world gathered this weekend to practice their radio skills. All over the world, including Albert Lea and Rochester, amateur radio clubs came out for the annual field day to test their emergency preparedness. Club members say you never know who you may end up talking to.
The person that I contacted several years ago when the station was open was King Hussein, and I think that was probably one of my most interesting contacts. And I also contacted Art Linkletter, which a lot of people today don't even know who Art Linkletter is.
The field days wrapped up this afternoon. For all you lottery players,
early this morning. Amateur radio operators across the nation are preparing themselves for future emergencies. Ham radio operators are having a field day today and tomorrow to test their communication equipment and their skills.
This is a national event, and it's to test our emergency preparedness. We set up on our emergency power battery generator and contact as many other amateur radio stations and clubs across the U.S. as we can in a 24-hour period.
The Amateur Radio Club in Albert Lea is set up at Pickerel Lake Park, and members say they do enjoy explaining the system to people who stop by. The 24-hour field day has been going on in Freeborn County for over 50 years. Clubs in Rochester and throughout the area are also participating in this weekend's event. A convicted drug dealer.
The Amateur Radio Club hit the airwaves today to compete in the nation's largest on-air ham radio event. The American Radio Relay League's annual field day began this afternoon. Over 35,000 ham radio operators across the country joined the competition. Their goal was to make as many radio contacts as possible using only generators, batteries, and portable antennas. Now, these radio operators aren't just hamming it up with their radios and electronic gizmos for fun. The purpose of this competition is to simulate radio conditions in an emergency situation.
During some kind of natural disaster, say if tornadoes come through or earthquakes or whatever, power lines may be down, telephone communications may be wiped out, and therefore we can set up our radios with portable power, set up portable antennas, and we can still provide communications.
Ham operators will continue to make contacts until tomorrow at 1 p.m. It's all happening at Pickerel Lake Park in Albert Lea. Well, it's been a turbulent evening weather-wise. When we come back, find out what else is in store for us from meteorologist Chris Smallcomb. And a little later, started out halfway decent, then all heck broke loose.
I know. I've been in the Weather Center since 11 o'clock this morning, hearing the thunder go bam, bam,
yeah,
and it just knocks the room apart. And none of it's severe, though. We're getting a lot of thunder, but none of it's severe. In fact, if we take a look at Doppler radar out of Minneapolis across the upper Midwest, we see showers and storms stretching from the Twin Cities back down through our area. In fact, some of these storms right around Mankato have become severe in the past couple of hours. They're moving off to the southeast and may affect our area by midnight tonight.
Public Library. Albert Lea area radio operators were working around the clock to help set a long-distance contact record. Amateur radio operators are setting up field stations as part of an American Radio Relay League's National Field Day.
We come out here every year and set up under emergency conditions, under portable power, battery, or generator, and set up portable antennas. Go on the air and try to contact as many other stations across the nation as we can over this 24-hour period.
The weekend's activities help amateur operators fine-tune emergency communication skills, the kind they use during floods, fires, and major disasters. The Radio Relay League expects more than 35,000 radio operators across the nation to participate in this year's Field Day event. Also out in the field making radio waves across the nation were Rochester amateur radio operators.
Yes, sir. Roger, KA50KT, we QSL Mississippi. Good luck.
Exercises like today's help the teams to practice establishing communication quickly during local emergency situations.
We might have to respond most likely in this part of the country to tornado after the fact, health and welfare traffic after tornadoes. We've also responded in Rochester here to flood situations.
The field day was also an opportunity for radio operators to prepare for any emergency situations that could occur December 31st because of Y2K difficulties.
We are doing some Y2K things. I am on the air almost weekly. We talk around the Midwest, and we intend to be on December 31st.
Today's national emergency exercise started at noon and will run throughout the night until 11 a.m. tomorrow.